good thing about not being very good with the date is that we missed August as well. So now we have a whole new Megalith of the month that we can have. And we also have Gardening by the Moon, which I suppose isn't going to make a whole lot of sense actually, is it? Better not do Gardening by the Moon. We missed a recipe, Cake of the Month, Thomas Streitzen. Finger-shaped cakes that were traditionally served on St. Thomas Day on the 3rd of July. And here have the natty little addition of cherries to make the most of this harvest just coming into season, but you could use those glacé ones in a pot. St. Thomas is known as Doubting Thomas. Oh yeah, asked for proof of Jesus' resurrection, saying, unless I can see the holes that the nails made in his hands, and unless I can put my hand into his side, I refuse to believe. John 20:25. Delightfully, these cakes are shaped to represent his fingers poking into the wound. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Teaspoon of fast action yeast, 75 ml of soured cream, 50 ml of milk, warmed, zest of 1 lemon, large egg, caster sugar, plain flour, pinch of salt, some cherries, unsalted butter, icing sugar, ground cinnamon. So here is that recipe. If you want to make it, send me a picture and I'll put it on the community tab. So that's Cake of the Month. I can't use the other camera because it doesn't work. Don't even ask. So there is the story, but here more importantly is the recipe. Makes 20 fingers. And here is the method. There. So just freeze that and you will, not the actual product, but freeze the picture on that. And there's the method. Yay! Fantastic. So let's have a bit of Megalith of the month. I know you're moist with anticipation, so let's go. One moment where I find it. Oh Jesus, quite big. Might have to do it in 2 halves, as the actress said to the bishop. Megalith of the month, Noth. Like growth, but with a K. Noth. And I'm assuming that's a picture. I'm getting fossil. Noth is the largest passage mound in Ireland and part of the Bruna Bione Neolithic complex of sites in the Boyne Valley, County Meath, Ireland, which also include the better known Newgrange, built in 3200 BCE. That's a long time ago. Noth is our August megalith because of its association with Lugh, L-O-G-H. This is going to be one of those where it's a lot. L-U-G-H, via his wife Boy, B-O-I, who lived here and was buried here, the great mound being built over her body. They didn't mess about in those days, did they? Where are we? Lugh was the warrior king of Tuatha De Danann. This is like a bad fever dream. Why did I do this? Tuatha De Danann. Okay. He was Lugh was the warrior king. This is like when your mum rings you up and says, "Oh, you know so-and-so," and you're like, "No, I don't know them." Well, they were the uncle's cousins twice removed. Do you ever have these conversations with your mum? Uncle's cousins twice removed, 3 times over 4 houses, my cat ran up your entrance. Well, they bought a new kitchen and it didn't fit. And you're like, yeah, we're going to end up like that today. So, Lugh, L-U-G-H, warrior king of Tuatha De Danann, the mythological gods and goddesses who ruled pre-Christian Ireland. He's associated with August, agriculture, grain and start of harvest season. Oh, cripes. He created the festival of Lughnasadh on the 1st of August. Maybe Google Noth, K-N-O-W-T-H, because you probably have to unpick this story. On the 1st of August, the first harvest festival of the year, as a memorial to his foster mother, Tailtwy. Oh, shit. bad episode of EastEnders. Teltree, who first cleared the forest of islands for agriculture. The myth of the creation of Lugnasada may have arisen from the dawning of agriculture in ancient Ireland. Okay, I'm going to shorten this to save you, okay, and me. Noth contains some key artefacts supporting the hypothesis there was a megalithic stone circle and burial mound. And this is the interesting bit, I think. Ancestors creating lunar and solar calendars. It contains over 200 decorated stones, 1/3 of all the megalithic art in Western Europe. Among them are pieces that suggest an in-depth understanding of lunar and solar calendar. I see. Including a map of the moon, stones depicting the union of the sun and moon, or eclipses, which we've got coming up, people, and the so-called sundial stone, a curbstone carved with what appears to be a solar and lunar calendar. That's enough. That's enough. There it is. Cripes. Wow. I'm not even going to think about Star Story of the Month yet. Okay, sun has managed to become blinding while we're at that, so that's helpful as well. Technology is not particularly working out for me at the moment. And then they're digging up the road now. Well, tomorrow, apparently. They keep putting cones down and then not coming. Okay. Welcome to Gemstone Tarot. It's this level of professionalism. Here you go, we're going to have those people in the comments who go, stop yakking on, girl. 7 minutes in and we haven't even thrown a card. Right. Okay. Yes, I'm 100% into this card. I'm going to have to do something here. I've got rolled up elasticated trousers on as well. Of course I have. Right, hang on while I perform, oops, some magic with the curtain. That's it. This constitutes all of my lighting and technical abilities, is one curtain which has come off its rail, so it spins right the way around so I can follow the sun while I'm filming. Look, do yourself a favour and do that. That kind of finishes the reading. That's the only card you need, honestly, after my rendition of Megalith. I mean, that became like monologue of the month, didn't it? Monologue of the month. Maybe you could vote every month. Like, that was your monologue. Okay, Four of Swords. Find your nest and stick to it. Oh gosh. Knight of Wands. I'm not taking that as our energy. I'm taking that as those around you. I feel like it might be, because we have got confusing times, we are betwixt and between eclipses. It's a bit of a bun fight, whichever way you slice and dice it. So, casserole of nonsense springs to mind. People might be a bit overexcitable. People might be a little bit irascible. Stay in your nest. You're not coming out for anybody. Yes. Death and Rebirth. Love this. Looks like a kind of weird sci-fi. It's got a kind of Dune thing going on, hasn't it? Big things are happening. September's a really, really, really big month this year. I don't know if it is every year. I don't think it is every year. But it is this year with these two eclipses. They're feeling really... It feels like a pivot, and it's come up in most of the monthly readings as well. And check out your sign. Your signs are going up every day. I know I'm having issues with my cameras and stuff, but they're getting there. They'll be in the description box, and also a new pick a card reading, old school. How do they feel about you? So what these cards are saying, and I can't show them to you because the other camera isn't working, is death and rebirth. Scorpionic energy. And I do believe yesterday, if the glyph is right, that Mercury went into Scorpio. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did actually. Or is it Virgo? I always mix up the Scorpio and the Virgo glyph. Doesn't matter what I do, I can't remember the astrological glyphs, no matter what, or the dates. I can sort of, but not completely. So I'm just going to look them up in my moon diary, where they have a helpful page that will tell you the glyphs that I stare at and then forget as soon as I've looked at it. Okay, itchy nose. Oh, have you got rid of the glyph page now? Please say you haven't got rid of the glyph page. Talk amongst yourselves or eat your Rice Krispies and I'll just find it. Here we go, I'll do it on a wheel then. Aquarius. Right, has it got a little stick thing coming out? No! Oh god, it could be Virgo. It is, it's Virgo. Okay. Okay, I like that. Mercury goes into Virgo, so it's not Scorpio energy then, but it's Virgo energy. I still say stay in the nest. I don't care what's happening astrologically. There you go. Don't get out of the nest for anyone. Not even this chap. Nope. I'm watching the West Wing or whatever. I'm not actually watching that at the moment. What am I watching? I'm watching The Good Fight. Let me know if any of you have seen that. Fantastic. Love it. Oof. 8 of Swords, tying yourself up in knots, or other people verbally tying you up in knots. I'm close to declaring a duvet day here, you know. That's it. It's official. It's a duvet day. 8 of Cups. Distancing yourself from anything that is a bad influence or just wants you to get out of your nest. That's it. Stay in the nest. Drop the mic and probably the camera as well. I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.